What's up, Capricorn? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawny Michelle, and we are not all love, light, twin flames, and unicorns over here on this channel, so please keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get into it. This month is such a powerful month. I'm sure you guys can already tell. I'm sorry this reading is so late. It's been pretty intense for me too, man. So anyways, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into your tarot and your astrology. I'm gonna go over the astrology in a bit. We're gonna start with your tarot. So let's go. So the first two cards that you guys had come out for your general theme this month was the Knight of Cups and the Death card. Okay, and the Knight of Cups like flew out multiple times while I was shuffling. So definitely something here to do with either an offer, a relationship, a friend, or some kind of emotional connection in your life that you have with a situation, a creative project, or a person that is getting transformed this month, or that is coming to some kind of ending possibly this month, okay? And I hate to say that. I know that sounds kind of sad. For some of you, it could just be a transformation, okay? It could be a rebirth of this relationship or project or whatever the case may be for some of you. Or it could even be an invite or an offer that comes in that you've really emotionally wanted for a while that transforms things for you. So keep that in mind. It's going to be different for different ones of you since this is a general reading. But those were the first cards that came out for you guys. And it's really interesting because then for the beginning of your month, the cards that came out were the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups, or the Knight of Cups again. Okay, so this tells me that you're having some issues. Either you're feeling underappreciated, because I clarified the Knight of Cups at this point, and it was clarified with the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you guys are being unappreciated or feeling unappreciated by somebody in your life, or this could be someone you work with, this could be someone you're in a relationship with, this could be a family member, a friend, or just a situation. But I feel like you feel like you're up against the odds here. And so you're feeling almost like, this is kind of specific, so I'm sorry if it doesn't resonate with all of you, but you're almost feeling like things are not clear and you're not seeing it 100% clearly, Capricorn, because you're almost feeling like you have to rush and quickly find the potential in something else, which I don't think is going to turn out very good for you. Sorry, my rubber band just broke, so I had to take both of my ponytails out, so we're just rolling with it. But yeah, so I feel like you're kind of like, maybe you get some kind of other opportunity or other offer, or have some other kind of like motive or ambition or something, but it ends up becoming like a burden, or it ends up being too much, or something along those lines. There's some kind of work. It's like, I can't take anymore. Like, I have all these on my back. I can't even take anymore. You know what I mean? So this could be how you're feeling, like undervalued, underappreciated, rushed or something, or this could be how someone in your life is feeling. So just kind of try to keep that in mind for now. So then we move into mid-month, and we have the Sun. And I really get the feeling that you guys really want to kind of go somewhere, travel, or be in the warmth somewhere. Like you guys really want warm weather or something. But we also have the Ace of Swords. These cards are so hard to get off the table. The Ace of Swords. So there's definitely some kind of truth coming to light here. I think things are going to get a lot more clear for you. You're going to be able to see kind of what you should do. But I think it's really important that you take it slow, that you don't try to rush, because we have the Turtle here, okay? We have the Turtle here, so I think it's really important that you take your time, that you don't try to rush, that you take it slow until you can kind of see things a little bit more clearly, and to look at the bigger picture, because we have Temperance here, and we also have the Hawk, which is basically the same thing. It's about looking at it from like the bigger picture and paying attention to the details, and you know, and also it can be like some kind of like message coming in, or so, like even like the saying, like, I'm watching you like a hawk, you know what I mean? So you could be just too focused, or someone could be too focused on you or something. But I feel like there's a little bit of a change here, or even like a big change that's happening in your life when it comes to either a situation in your life or a person in your life this month that's really been that you've really kind of felt backed into a corner from or with this situation. So when we end with Temperance here for the tarot, and so that tells me that something's coming to light and it's going to be more clear and it's going to really help you balance things out, and that there's going to be some kind of reconciliation or agreement, to where this could even be some kind of a contract, a new contract or something like that, but it's going to be more beneficial for you. But it's really important that you follow your intuition, that you follow your gut feelings this month. And because we also have Trust the Niggle, which is all about that. It says, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So you definitely have some kind of inspiration inside of you, or some kind of intuitive feeling inside of you that maybe you've been ignoring, or, you know, thinking that you still had to do things in a certain way, and so that's why you haven't been following it. That could very much be the case as well. So for your oracle cards, Capricorn, we have Aries, I Am, we have Venus, which Venus does go retrograde this month, and we have the 8th house, which is basically all about endings and beginnings and transformation as well. So there's definitely a lot of transformation in your significant relationships this month, Capricorn. You're going to be more focused on you, not in like a selfish way, but in a way where it's like, I need to get my own shit together or else I can't help anybody else. Like, I've been taking on too much for other people. I've been doing too much for other people. I've been putting my own passions, my own inspirations, my own motives, and my own intentions to the side to focus on other people, and it's not working. And so there's definitely going to be, and the 8th house can also be like shared resources and contracts and stuff. So I also see that here with the Ace of Swords and Temperance. There could definitely be some shared contract financial stuff that comes up between you. But yeah, this is definitely a huge month for transformations in your significant relationships and at work as well, because Venus retrograde is retrograding in your 6th house of your work, your daily routine, your work environment. Okay, so you may also, it rules like your health and your health regime. So you could come up with like a new health routine, or you know, your schedules could be a little bit out of whack, or you could be making more time for self-care, which is a really big one here for you, Capricorn. It's really important that you're taking time for yourself to practice self-care. Venus goes retrograde and it shows us where we've neglected our own confidence, where we've neglected self-love within ourselves and self-care. And so it helps us get back to that. But sometimes by doing that, it has to take our focus away from the people in our life or the relationships in our life by bringing certain things up. Now, this could also be some hidden things that come to light when it comes to certain significant relationships or situations in your life. This can also be sexuality stuff coming up this month. So that could be another theme that you're dealing with this month, Capricorn. So let's talk about your astrology. So the nodes have finally moved. The South Node has finally moved out of your sign, Capricorn. Like, I know, I can't believe it. I'm sure you can't believe it either. You guys are like, hell fucking yeah, man. The South Node is out of your sign. It is now in the sign of Sagittarius. So you guys could be like, good luck, Sagittarius. Like, go ahead and deal with that for me. But no, so Sagittarius is your 12th house, okay? So this is a very karmic house, okay? So you will be dealing with a lot of karmic endings, fated endings, karmic closures, karmic reconciliations, karmic healing, tons and tons and tons and tons of healing. Capricorn, it's not a good time to do anything that you may need rehabilitation for. Unless you are already doing it, then it is a good time to get rehabilitation, but not a good time to start doing something you may need rehabilitation for unless you want rehabilitation, because Sagittarius 12th house just instantly makes me think of rehabilitation for something. So just try to make sure that you are either getting that if you need it, or that you're just not doing anything that could need, like, basically cause you to need to get rehabilitation, if that makes sense. So Anyways, but yeah, Sagittarius 12th house is also about your subconscious beliefs and your subconscious belief systems, the different healing modalities, different cultures, foreign lands. So there's this like really huge drive, I think, for you guys to explore new things. But there's just too much on your plate right now, I feel like, like there's just too much on the plate for you to do that at this moment, and plus just everything going on in the world. But yeah, anyway, so then, like we already talked about, Venus is retrograding, and Venus rules your 10th house and your 5th house, and it's retrograding in your 6th house, okay? And it aspects your 2nd, 10th, 3rd, and 8th. So this is very interesting. So definitely career-oriented, work-oriented retrograde for you guys. So this is going to bring up relationships in your work life, relationships in your career field, relationships that you have with people on a day-to-day basis. Any kind of relationships that you have with public figures or authority figures, it's going to bring those up for you to kind of address, mend, work through, whatever the case may be, Capricorn. But yeah, it's definitely going to bring some things out. Also dealing with any kind of money stuff may come up around this Venus retrograde, which is happening for the next like month and a half. So Saturn, your ruling planet, is now retrograde as well in your 2nd house, the sign of Aquarius. So the 2nd house is all about your values, your priorities, your money, where you spend your money, how you spend your money, what you put value into, your possessions, all of these different kind of things, the gifts that you have and what you have to offer. You know what I mean? So Saturn retrograde here is really having you reflect on those kinds of things. Mars is now in your 3rd house in Pisces, okay? So giving you a lot of drive to be creative, to creatively express yourself, to get creative using maybe like technology or community or bringing people together somehow. This could also make you very focused on wanting to help other people or wanting to learn new things about spirituality. And also this could change your perception on some things in your life as well. And it could also make you kind of not think before you speak. So just be careful of that as well. So Jupiter and Pluto are retrograde in your sign, Capricorn, which I think is going to be all about really wanting more of like a deep meaning and understanding to your life and of the karmic cycles that you've been through the last several years. So I think this Jupiter-Pluto transit is going to really, really help you understand on a deep level yourself, which is why we have Aries I Am. And I forgot to mention, we also have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so I do think you're being kind of pushed to do something, you know what I mean? To go somewhere, to do something. And so really trust that gut feeling, but I just wouldn't make any rash decisions very quickly. I would really take some time and think it through, look at the big picture like we talked about, and things are going to become a little bit more clear in a couple weeks towards the end of May. So that is basically everything I wanted to touch on. We have the Gemini moon around the 22nd, which is also in your 6th house. We've already went over what the 6th house means. So this is going to be a new beginning when it comes to your routines, your health life, your work environment, your schedules, things of that nature. So, but yeah, Capricorn, that is what I have for you for this month for May 2020. Hopefully this was helpful and hopefully it resonated. Let me know down below if it did resonate. I'd love to know. And yeah, I love you guys and I really appreciate your support. You guys are some of my biggest supporters. So I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.